Hey guys, welcome back to Top 1%. Today I'm going to tell you how to weigh yourself the right way because I can assure you, you are doing it wrong. I weigh myself every single day, but I do it the right way. How can I be so sure? Watch this video to find out. First, let me tell you the problem with depending on weight change for measuring progress. The first thing is weight fluctuations. Even within the same day, if you measure your weight in the morning versus if you measure it in the evening, the weight is going to be different. The reason being, it depends on the amount of food and water in your body, right? It's going to be different. That doesn't mean you lost any fat or you gained any fat or you lost any muscle or you gained any muscle within the same day or even within the same week. Progress is very slow. If you want to lose fat and gain muscle, that's going to take time. So that's the first problem with it. The second problem is it doesn't really tell you whether you gained fat or gained muscle or lost fat or lost muscle, right? Let's say you put on 1 kg and your goal was to lose fat. You think, oh my god, I put on 1 more kg, I'm going in the opposite direction. Not necessarily true. Let me explain. Let's say you've been training hard, you built some muscle and you lost some fat. You're looking great in the mirror, your clothes are fitting better, you look better in pictures, your performance is better, but you put on 1 kg. Does that mean you put on 1 kg of fat? Probably not. That could be muscle gain and at the same time you lost some fat. So that's a good thing. The third problem with measuring weight, and I think this is the biggest mistake that most people make, is they check their weight and expect progress based on the ideal setup by a BMI chart. That thing is completely flawed. The only scenario where a BMI chart makes sense is if somebody is morbidly obese and they want to cut down to the normal range or the healthy range. For me right now, I'm leaner than most people, but it says I'm overweight. Does that mean I'm fat? No, I carry more muscle than most people. That's the reason it says I'm overweight. But am I healthy? Yeah. So BMI, don't trust it. It's bullshit. If those aren't big enough problems, I got something that's way more extreme, but very real. I prepared some definitions for you, so let me read it out. Hypergymnasia, obsession with exercise to lose weight or prevent oneself from gaining weight. Orthorexia, an obsession with healthy eating and consuming only pure foods or clean eating becomes deeply rooted in the individual's way of thinking to the point that it interferes with their daily life. Do you understand the seriousness of this? Being obsessed with how much you weigh can really cause depression, it can cause body image issues, it can overcomplicate your life in ways that's completely unnecessary. Look, this fitness, it's a lifestyle change. It's about being the best version of yourself. It's about eating the best way you can while keeping the sanity of your mind. If it goes to the point where you're punishing yourself, you're constantly unhappy, you lose confidence, it doesn't mean anything. It's not worth it. So be smart. Don't get obsessed with tracking weight. Understand what's necessary and only do that. Now that you understand the pitfalls of tracking weight the wrong way, what you shouldn't do, what is the right way to go about then? Very simply, most people don't even need to track weight. Unless you are at a point where every pound of muscle you gain, every pound of fat that you gain is going to make a drastic difference to your performance and the way you look, you don't need to track weight. Honestly, you don't. Just rely on visual changes. How do you look in the mirror? How do you look in photos? How do your clothes fit? How is your performance in the gym when you're training? How do you feel throughout the day? All of that, that's the best indicator for progress. Quite honestly, you don't even need to track weight. That being said, can tracking weight still be useful? Can it still be used? Absolutely. I do that every single day, and that's for a reason. So now let me tell you how you can get started with tracking weight. First of all, you need to minimize the fluctuations in your weight. And how do you do that? Minimizing the errors. That's what I'm talking about. The best conditions, the best time to measure your weight is as soon as you wake up every single morning. Use the washroom, get back in your room, close the doors, the windows, everything. Make sure nobody's watching because you're going to step on the weighing scale naked without any clothes. That's the way to minimize any errors and get your weight the right way. And now let's say you take 30 seconds out of your day to weigh yourself every single day. What do you do with that? You don't need to see every single day's weight to indicate progress. The best way to go about it is measure your weekly averages. For example, measure your weight, your weekly average for week 1 of this month and week 2 of this month and see the difference. That is a very precise indicator of whether you gained weight or you lost weight. Let's say you have a goal to lose fat or build muscle, whatever it is. Week 1 versus week 2, the difference, that's usually what's actually happening in your body. Now, I want you to pay attention and listen to me very closely, because I'm going to give you some advanced information. Yeah, advanced information. Stuff that can really make your fitness journey very easy. Even when you reach that advanced stage when making progress becomes slow and difficult, this can be very convenient. So how do you use tracking weight instead of tracking calories for convenience? Just like that. First of all, you need to know the basics. I think we all know it's all about calories in versus calories out. If you want to gain weight, you want to eat more calories than you're spending. If you want to lose weight, you want to eat lesser calories than you're spending. Calories in versus calories out. Basic law of thermodynamics, basic science, we all know that. Now, how do you use tracking weight the right way? This is how it's done. I told you about the weekly averages, measure week 1 versus week 2 and so on. What you want to do is establish a rate of fat loss or rate of muscle gain based on what you're trying to do, based on your goals. The sweet spot, ideally, you want to lose or gain anywhere between 0.5% to 1% of your total body weight per week. And if you try to lose weight or gain weight any faster than that, you're going to risk putting on too much fat when you're gaining muscle, and you're going to risk losing too much muscle when you're losing fat. You don't want that. So I follow my diet the right way. I don't really track calories or macros or any of that. I get enough water, eat enough protein, eat lots of fruits and vegetables. I avoid processed junk food, or at least try to minimize it. And I eat enough fiber content. All the basics, I get that right. If you want to learn all of that, watch my basic videos. I have playlists on that. So yeah, once you get your basics right and you have a decent idea of how much you're eating, that comes with experience. You don't really need to track calories. You can be shredded just by using this technique, just by maintaining a proper rate of fat loss or muscle gain while just going with the flow, eating the right way. Because once you get the flow of it, it's just carry on with the momentum and get results just like that. I hope this video was helpful. This is some really good quality information, honestly. So if you enjoyed the video, smash that thumbs up button, comment down below what videos you want me to make. I'll make any video, not any video. So yeah, subscribe to this channel and share this video to all those people who are struggling with weight gain or weight loss or whatever. This is a really important basic video, so do that. And until next time, take care, stay hungry.